Hi, Travis Vaughn here with RE/MAX Baranof Realty in beautiful Sitka, Alaska, and today we are going to talk about how real estate commissions really work. And it is astounding the number of misconceptions that are out there about how real estate commissions work. It amazes me that real estate professionals give people bad advice all the time about how real estate commissions work. So let's just dive right in and talk about a hypothetical situation. Let's say that you've hired Jane at RE/MAX Baranof Realty to sell your house. You've agreed to a 4% commission, and now it's closing day and you're going to close on that house with a sales price of $300,000, okay? First, let's make it clear, if it doesn't close, Jane doesn't get paid, seller doesn't owe a commission, right? It's generally only if the deal closes that everybody gets paid, right? Buyer gets the house they want, seller gets hopefully a big pile of money from the sale of their house, and the realtor gets paid. So let's say that that's what happened, right? You got 4% of $300,000, that's a $12,000 commission. First misconception, wow, Jane gets $12,000, right? Gosh, she must make a lot of money. No, that's not the way it works. Jane's got a lot of people to pay. First off, there was probably a buyer's rep in this scenario, meaning Joe Buyer had his own realtor at Smith Realty across the, across the street or the other side of town. So right off the bat on closing day, Smith Realty is going to get $6,000 or half of that $12,000. And that's the way most brokerages do it. Again, these are hypothetical scenarios and we're just using nice round numbers. But let's just say Smith Realty gets half the commission, that's $6,000. So now Jane's finally paid with $6,000, right? No, wrong again. Jane's got to pay her broker, right? The broker who paid for the advertising of the property, who pays the office rent and the internet and electricity and all the dues. I mean, in the state of Alaska especially, it costs more to have a real estate license than it does a physician's license with dues and training and all the things that we have to do to maintain a brokerage. So Jane's going to pay her broker half again. Right, so out of that $6,000, the brokerage is going to keep $3,000, and then finally Jane is left with $3,000 of that commission. So myth number one, gone, right? Jane doesn't get to keep that $12,000. She's got a lot of people to pay. Now at RE/MAX, we really believe in realtors earning the lion's share of the commission, because that's one of our philosophies, that if you pay realtors more and you incentivize them, they're going to take better care of their clients. And so that's not necessarily the example that we would have in the real world with RE/MAX, but many brokerages work that way. Second myth, and this is the one that probably bothers me the most because it's just so dead wrong and people say it all the time. Well, you shouldn't buy the house through Jane because she is the seller's realtor, and you should never go to the listing rep to buy a property. Okay, let's analyze this. If there was no Smith Realty in our hypothetical scenario, Jane would have earned $6,000 in commission instead of just $3,000 in commission. Wow, there's no other broker or realtor to pay, so Jane makes more money. So why would Jane not want to help someone buy her own listing and do a really good job of it and get it to close? She'll make twice as much money. And you hear people say this all the time. Don't use the listing rep. Don't use the seller rep. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I'm saying that a good realtor is not going to care. I mean, they're human beings, they want to make as much money as they can, but an ethical realtor, a non-greedy realtor, is going to help you regardless. And if they get to have both sides of the commissions, so much the better. Why would they not want to help a buyer buy their listing? They will make more money. It's just common sense, right? But you'll hear people tell you all the time, don't use the listing rep. Again, I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. What you should do, it shouldn't matter, because Jane should be an ethical realtor, and that is the key that you as a buyer or a seller need to be focused on, not who represents who. Is Jane honest? Is she going to do an ethical job? Does she care more about you getting that home, or does she care more about her commission check? So I hope this has cleared up and is really just the first step, understanding how commissions work. Now we can move on into how not to hire a greedy realtor, and it's really important. Unfortunately, there are some greedy realtors out there. And then the second part is we're going to move away from hypotheticals and we're going to dive into real world scenarios, what we charge at RE/MAX Baranof Realty to help for sale by owners or do-it-yourselfers or full service real estate packages. So stay tuned and check out these playlists. I hope you like this video. I hope it's teaching you something. If you need to get a hold of us, click below. You can subscribe, you can grab our contact information and come in for a free consultation and we'll explain this in even more depth to you. Thanks for watching.